Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
All right, and lastly, we're moving into the boxing breakdown. This weekend, we got some fights going on. Yes, Lord, I'll be in there early. Jermall Moten coming to the ring, fighting against God knows who. But I'll definitely be tuned in to watch him dominate whoever his opponent is. I know they're moving him along slowly, but they're keeping him super active, which is what I love. So I'll be tuned in to Jermall Moten. Shout out to Jermall Moten. I'm also going to be tapped in for the Kyron Davis fight. Kyron Davis making his return to the ring. I'm not sure how long Kyron's layoff has been, but it doesn't matter. I'm grateful to see him on a decent card where I can catch him on TV and watch him work. And I'm definitely going to be betting on him to win his fight. I don't know much about his opponent. I didn't look into his opponent. We're primarily here to talk about Plant and Charlo, but I'm not going to not mention those two on the undercard. So Jermall Moten is definitely a dope undercard for y'all to catch, and make sure y'all catch that Kyron Davis fight as well. He is definitely an entertaining, action-packed fighter who knows how to find and work his way to wins, and he's tough as nails. So I'm definitely excited about those undercards. Now moving into the main and the co-main event, Caleb Plant fighting against God knows who, right? And then Jermall Charlo fighting against God knows who. This fight is supposed to be a setup, ladies and gentlemen, which is why you see me have them pit together next to each other on the artwork, right? This fight is supposed to be a setup for things to come. You know, these two fights. Caleb Plant, I fully expect him to go dog walk, who shall remain nameless, as his opponent. I fully expect him to go dog walk him. I don't think the guy is a nobody. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to disrespect him, man. We're going to pull him up, and I'm going to say this guy's name because, you know, anybody that steps in the ring does deserve a certain level of respect. You know, it's an entertainment element to what we do, but I'm going to respect the guy. The guy's name is Jose Resendez, right? Jose Resendez is 15-2. Right, he's a 15-2 fighter. He's been knocked out one time, and his other loss was on the cards. Caleb should handle his business. I see Jarrett Hurd on Resendez's record. He beat Jarrett Hurd in a decision. It doesn't look like he won by KO. The fight was stopped. So he does have a Jarrett Hurd stoppage on his record. And that looks like that's going to be his claim to fame. Nobody else's name on his resume is really sticking out. This guy looks like a Hispanic fighter. I believe I saw that Hurd fight. Now that I'm looking at this guy's face on BoxRec, I believe I saw that Hurd fight. And the guy is tough. Does he have what it takes to beat a guy like Caleb Plant, who is slick, crafty, also sitting down on his punches and leveraging his shots better at this point in his career? No, he probably go in there and get himself hurt. Will he get stopped? Who knows? I think it depends on his chin. If he's a durable guy, Caleb's been known to drop guys, and still guys will continue and, you know, complete the fight, even though he drops them. And then I seen him, you know, derail, you know, knock guys cold the fuck out. So, you know, it depends on the guy's chin whether or not he makes it all 12. But he is in for an ass whooping as far as I'm concerned. And Caleb Plant's going to handle his side of the deal. When it comes to Charlo on the other hand, his fight, let's look up who Charlo is fighting, because again, I know nothing about these opponents. This is a setup. They're supposed to be setting this up to eventually fight each other. And so, you know, these opponents, unfortunately for them, these guys are just in the way, and they're just names. So why are they showing me Jermall when I'm looking for Jermall? Here we go. Jermall Charlo, 33-0 with 22 knockouts. He's fighting against Thomas Lamana. Thomas Lamana is 39-5-1 with 3 knockouts. Guy looks like he likes to come forward. He's been knocked out 3 times is what I'm saying. He has 18 KOs on his record, but he's been knocked out 3 times. Lamana seems like a guy that looks like he likes to come forward based on what I'm seeing here. But we'll see, man. I don't know much about the guy. Like I said, he's in the way. He's a placeholder, and this is a setup. This whole thing is set up to set up Charlo and Plant, and I hope that both guys handle their business. And not only do I want both guys to handle their business, I want them to look good doing it so that the fight that they have between them gets them the money that they deserve, and the fight gets the hype that it deserves, because I do think that it is a great fight for both of them at this point in both of their careers. Caleb Plant has been significantly more active, Charlo, however, being the undefeated guy, unblemished record, and a guy who's always been respected, but some would say hasn't been tested. So that fight has a great storyline behind it. Obviously, you know the things that happen behind the scenes with Caleb slapping Charlo and all of that. Everything about it should make for some good business and some good boxing. And for that, I am present. I'm here for all of that. So we'll see how these fights pan out on Saturday. I'm going to give y'all a parlay pick for boxing closer to Saturday. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with the channel. I'll also give y'all more updates on the fights after the weigh-ins, after the final press conferences, and we'll see what's going on, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay in tune with me. So that's the boxing breakdown for the day. Plant and Charlo are set to return. Yes, Lord. But yeah, man, this is the Classic Code Sports live show. Make sure y'all tap in with us. We're going to be doing sports takes covering boxing, football, and basketball primarily, and jumping off into other sports when it makes the most sense and when it's primarily important. We're going to be covering the NBA, the WNBA, the NFL. We're going to be covering fantasy football, and we always going to be covering boxing. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on y'all notifications. And if you don't do nothing else, do it for me. Stick to the codes, man. Stick to the codes. We got another classic, man. Damn.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether